For the past 3 years, I've helped roofing companies go from struggling to get good quality leads and as a result spending hours quoting work that never turns into jobs to now getting more high quality leads from homeowners who actually need their service. And as a result, they're spending less time quoting and getting more revenue as a result. Hey, my name's Andre, and today I'm going to show you exactly what systems I install when I partner with roofing companies to help them get more leads and save way more time. And this isn't theory, this is the exact roadmap I use every single time. And fair warning, I'm going deep here. So if you're looking for quick tips and aren't serious about growth, click away now. But if you're willing to put in the work and implement what I'm about to share with you, this will significantly change your business and your life. Let's get into it. The very first thing you want to have is your Google Maps profile set up and optimized. And what I mean by set up, and if you don't already have Google Maps set up, you can set it up using this link right above here. And the reason you want your Google Maps set up is because it's an opportunity for customers to review your services. So one, you can start getting leads from Google reviews for free, and it'll help you build trust with any future customers that come across your website. And Google Maps is the ultimate way to build trust with your customers when you're advertising, SEO, doing your website, because it'll show people that you actually care and want to do the service for these customers. And it's basically proof that you can do the job. And that's what the customer wants to see if they're going to be spending 10, 20, 30, even $50,000 for a roof with you. So you want to make sure your Google Maps is set up correctly and that you're asking for reviews from every single customer. So what you want to do in your CRM is when a job is complete, you want to send them an automatic review request, and you can give them a gift voucher or something to incentivize them, or you can have one of your guys have one of those tags that they can scan on site and they can write a review on the spot. Next, you want to have a website, because if people are looking for a roofer and they find you don't even have a website, chances are they're going to look for someone with a website that looks more professional. So you want to have a website that shows off all the core value that you offer them, and you want to make sure it's full of reviews. You want to make sure it's full of very good photography, because if you have stock photography that's not even yours, or the photography doesn't look very good, all that signifies to the customer is that you don't actually care enough to do their job. So what you want to do is take really nice, high quality images, even with your phone. It doesn't have to be professional photography, but when you take really nice photos, it shows new customers that you do a good job and you care about what you do, because that's what the homeowner wants. They want to know that you're as invested in the project as much as they are, and they don't want to do the job twice. So if you don't show proper photos of how professional you are, your chances of winning the job are just going to go down. So what you want to do is put up the best photos possible on your website so people can see what premium services that you provide. And the more you charge per roof, the more premium your website needs to look. So have a look at all your competitors in the area, have a look at what their websites look like, and then design something even better to help you win more jobs. Now, the next thing you need if you want to get more jobs for your roofing business is social media. Now, this doesn't need to be social media ads, but you need to make a Facebook and an Instagram page and start putting photos on there, because nowadays people are looking for your social media and seeing who you are. If you're going to be spending days to weeks on a site, the homeowner wants to know who they're even dealing with. Because if the homeowner doesn't trust you, they're never going to buy from you. So they're basically looking at what your team looks like, who the owner is, to see if they resonate with them. And if they don't, you're not going to get the inquiry. And if you have no social media at all, your chances of winning the job drop just a little bit, but it's enough to help you get more inquiries for free. So you really want to make your Facebook and Instagram pages, and you want to just post up photos and videos of you, the team, the jobs you do, and you just want to show off. It's just a way of showing off. And when you do that, people will see it and they see you care enough about your business to help other homeowners accomplish their goals of re-roofing their home. Now, how do we actually generate leads fast? What you want to do is set up Google Ads for your business. And I've got a whole video linked above of how to set up Google Ads for your business. What you want to do is set up search campaigns for your business, because these are people actively looking for your service. So it's going to be your highest ticket customers that are hot right now. And when you set up Google Ads for your business, you want to double check what your average cost per click is, and you want to make it 10x. So for example, if the cost per click in your city is $10 for roof replacement, You want to make sure you have at least $100 per day of budget so that you get 10 clicks, and ideally you convert 10%, so that way you're getting a lead a day. If you want to calculate how much budget you need, you can use this free tool I have right here. I don't ever recommend using display campaigns of any kind. These are just going to bring you lower quality leads. What you want to do is just target search and only search. You don't want to target anything else because it's going to be a waste of your money. And when you're running Google Ads, you don't want to run it just to your website. You want to make a really nice, high converting landing page for each service that you provide. So if you're doing roof replacements and roof restorations and repairs, you want to have two separate landing pages because the buying intent on each one is different. Someone who wants a roof replacement wants to get the roof replaced, and the person who's doing a repair just wants it repaired. So if you have separate landing pages targeting each different service, you're going to have a much higher conversion rate. And conversion rate basically means that the amount of visitors that go on your website, the amount of them that actually turn into a lead. So we want this to be as high as possible. Next, you want to run some Facebook ads for your business. And I'm not talking about generic Facebook ads that just say, we're roofers, hire us. You want to make a really good Facebook ad with a really nice, compelling offer to get people to buy from you. And real quick, if you want to know how to do Facebook ads for your business, I've got a video linked up above there. Now, the thing you have to keep in mind with Facebook and Instagram ads is that people are not on Facebook and Instagram to buy roofs. They're there to be entertained. That being said, you will get lower quality leads from Facebook, but you can put pre-qualification processes in place to stop that from happening. With Facebook ads, you really want to make a compelling offer to actually get people to buy from you because they might need a roof or are looking for a roof and have already searched online for one. But now you need to give them a reason why they should choose you over someone else. So what you want to do with your compelling offer is you want to come up with something that other people are offering and make it better. So for example, we've run a lot of ads for roofs, and what we did was we offered free insulation with the roof. So not only do they get the free roof, they actually get free insulation on top. Something else that we tried is we gave away free guttering as well. So instead of just replacing the roof and leaving the old gutters in there that are probably leaking, we would replace all the guttering as well, and that got a lot of attention. So what you want to do is you want to find out what your customers really desire that could be beneficial if you gave it away for free along with the roof. Now, I'm not saying you just give it away. You can very easily just budget into your price as well. And what the homeowner sees is that they're getting a roof and this other thing for free. It looks really valuable and they're happy to pay. And now another thing you can do is you can actually retarget people with Facebook ads. So for example, if you had someone go on your website and they didn't convert, you can very easily show them a Facebook ad that is different from everyone else's Facebook ad that reminds them of your business and what you can do for them. So what you can do is you can get people that didn't convert on your website to now converting from Facebook ads, so you never lost that lead in the first place. Another thing you want to be doing is constantly testing different ads, different headlines, because something out there might work better than others. So you need to be constantly testing, seeing what works, and then therefore you can get a better return on investment when you find something that works better than everything else. Now, to get the best return on your investment with these ads is you really need to follow up straight away. And what I mean by that is as soon as someone inquires, their level of interest starts to dramatically decrease the longer you leave it without contacting them. So what you want to do is you want to try your very best to actually call these people within 5 minutes. And if you can't do that, you can send them automated text and emails instead to help keep them nurtured for longer by the time you actually get on the phone with them. And another thing you want to do if you want to sell more roofs is you really want to invest in really good talented salespeople, because a good salesman is always going to sell more than a bad salesman. So even though you might have to pay him more in commission and base salary, you're actually going to end up making more money because he's selling just that many more roofs. And if you have a dedicated salesperson, he could even call these leads straight away so that your conversion rates stay as high as possible. And the whole point of this message is to have a system for follow-up, because you want to make sure that every lead is optimized as much as possible. With these automated messages, you want to nurture as much as possible. Instead of just saying, hey Sandy, we got your information, someone will call you soon, what you can say is, hey Sandy, we just got your information. Please check out all these video testimonials from other happy clients that we've had so you know what to expect. And when you do that and they watch the videos, they can see all these other happy homeowners who are very happy with your service, and it's more likely that their chances of buying are going to go so much higher because you're building up trust and you're building up that perceived likelihood of success that they're going to get a roof done properly by you. What you want to do in these nurture sequences is just make sure that they're constantly getting more content that helps you win the sale. And if you do this, your chances of selling are going to be much higher than someone who does nothing at all. Now, you're probably going to ask me, how do I get better quality leads? And what you need to do is you need to disqualify leads. So on your website or on your lead forms, you basically want to ask them questions that you'd ask basically everyone on the phone. And the more friction you put in, as in the more questions you put in, the less leads you're going to get, but the more qualified they're going to be, because anyone who's willing to fill out all that information is actually serious and actually needs a roof and wants it done. And just by doing this alone, your cost per lead is going to go much higher, but you're going to spend less time wasting time on the phone calling people that don't answer or aren't actually interested. So my recommendation to you is, if you've got really talented salespeople, make the lead form shorter and just get name, email, and phone number. But if you don't have a great sales team, add in all these options into your surveys and you will get better quality leads. So you're not spending too much time on the phone with people that are going to waste your time. Now, talking about CRMs, you really want to be tracking every single lead so that nothing is going into the cracks in your pipeline. So you want to set up your CRM to make sure that you have each stage of the pipeline. So someone who's brand new, they've been contacted, the site visit's been booked, we've sent out the quote and the closed job. You want to be tracking every single lead, because if you let leads go through the cracks, you're going to lose them. And you don't want to lose them. You want to keep proper track of every single lead, and you want to be checking your pipeline on a weekly basis to see where the potential bottlenecks are in your business. And last of all, we've talked a lot about cost per lead. Now we need to talk about cost per acquisition, because I speak to a lot of business owners and a lot of them don't actually know what their cost per acquisition is. So for example, if we spend $100 in marketing and we get 10 leads as a result of that marketing, that means our cost per lead was $10. Now, let's just say that out of those 10 leads, we close one. What that means is our cost per acquisition to get a customer was $100, because we needed 10 leads at $10 each to acquire a customer. So now that you know your cost per acquisition, now you need to optimize on how we're going to bring that cost per acquisition down. So we can either do that by having higher conversion rates. So instead of 1 in 10 close, we have 2 out of 10 or 3 out of 10. And that way you can decrease your cost per acquisition. Now you can decrease your cost per lead, but just be careful, because if you do that, you might get lower quality leads and then your conversion rate is going to go down as well. So you might be better off of increasing your cost per lead so you get better quality leads, but your conversion rate is much higher. So you need to work out as a business owner what's going to be the best scenario for you. And the only way you're going to do that is if you actually know your numbers. So you want to make sure your CRM is set up correctly that can display all these numbers, and then you can make an educated decision on what to do. Now you know how to generate more quality roofing leads fast. If you run a roofing business between 50 and 250K per month and you want help scaling to 5 to 12 million per year, you can book a free assessment call with me down below. If you learned something from this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.